Hello, dear friends, my fellow music lovers, music lover, music lovers. How are you today? How are you this fine Friday evening? By the time this reaches you, it'll probably be Saturday by the time I've edited it, Saturday or Sunday. At the time of recording now, it is Friday the 11th, or the evening of Friday the 11th of December, 2020. So we are racing towards Christmas. If you can hear a noise, it's this chair. It's the back's gone, so it's a bit noisy, so I do apologise. It's not me. Yeah, here we are. Another reaction. I wanted to fit in an extra reaction this week. Classical React channel reaction before we launch into next week's Beethoven sojourn for the week, marking or celebrating in my own small way for the channel's small way, the 250th anniversary of Beethoven's birth in 1770 in Bonn, of course, Bonn, Germany. So before we do that, I wanted to fit an extra reaction in, and this is a reaction which has actually been requested by one of my fantastic channel viewers and participants, so thank you for requesting this. It's a little while overdue, because you may not know I run a total so far of about 3 or 4 YouTube channels. This is one of my channels. This is possibly my favourite channel. And before we start on that note, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank you for viewing, joining me, watching the reactions, enjoying the music along with me, commenting down below, which please always do, commenting down below on the videos. It's you know, with any channel like this covering classical music and opera, it's always going to be a bit of a niche sort of market, really. We're not going to get high viewing numbers, I know that. You know, I'm doing this for the love of it, because I love, like you watching this, I love the music, and it means a great deal to me personally. So, and the history, of course, of all the composers and the different sort of the vast array of music within the classical term, the banner. So yeah, I'm doing this for the love of it. Never expected half of the fantastic comments, the viewers, you guys and girls. So it's wonderful. I'm so glad you're enjoying these and you're with me watching this music. If you've been a lover of classical music and opera for most of your life, like I have, fantastic. If this is new to you and you're watching it to learn a bit more, sort of get into the world of classical music and opera, even better, fantastic. So anyway, that's enough of that. So tonight, as I say, a request from one of my viewers over in Japan, I believe. So hello, arigato. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. You have to forgive. I love, again, how can you not love classical music and opera and not love language? I love language. I love Italian, Spanish, French, German, Russian. I love them all. I do try. Japanese. I've tried over the years to try and teach myself a few a few different phrases. But as you probably know yourselves, as one gets older, the little grey cells, as Poirot calls them, are dying off faster than they're being created. So yeah, I forget quite easily. And I live in where I'm doing the sitting now is in Wales in the UK. So I'm also having to sort of try and remember my basic Welsh. And as an Englishman living in Wales, that's not very good. You'll know if you live in a country where you have English visitors, in France or Germany, or and you've come across an English visitor you'll probably be aware that we're pretty famous for, unfortunately, unfortunately, offending your ears with our attempts at pronunciation. I remember once, many years ago, this is off topic, many years ago, it's the only country I've been to outside the UK. My grandparents, when I was 16, took me and my siblings on a 3-week tour of northwestern France. Because my grandfather had been at D-Day, I think on Sword Beach or Gold, I'm not sure, as a signaller, the Royal Signal Corps. And this is way back, it was 1991 or 1990. And so for the first time, I had to learn a smattering of French, really, a little bit. But my grandmother, bless her heart, they're long gone now, bless her heart, considered herself quite a, quite a good French speaker. And we were leaving one of the campsites one day. And I remember spending 15 minutes talking to a French couple that we become quite friendly with who were on their summer holidays at the campsite, as we were sort of, my grandfather was packing up and hitching up the caravan to the car and everything, and then we were sort of sitting in the car watching and sort of saying goodbye to them in French, oh, it's very impressive, can speak all this French. And for about 10-15 minutes they stood there listening politely, and then when she'd finished finally, after 15 minutes or so, the wife, very politely said, "I do not understand." She hadn't. The poor people, so polite, hadn't understand a word she'd said for 10 or 15 minutes. So that was my classic introduction to, perhaps not to try out my French or German on my on my fellow Europeans. I also have a French speaking friend from Central Africa, Rwanda Congo border, actually, who I went to university with, and I tried a bit of French on him once, and he very politely asked me, pleaded with me not to try it again. He couldn't take any more. Anyway, I digress. So today we're going back to Italy. We are going to just before the turn of the last century, I believe early 1890s. We are going to see the clowns, Pagliacci, by Leoncavallo. Very well-known opera. Now, what's been requested is the very famous aria, Vesti la giubba, sung by Mr. Pavarotti himself, which is fantastic. So definitely, so I found a very nice clip. I'm just hoping and praying YouTube lets me put this up because it's Pavarotti and it's Vesti la giubba. It's very famous, well-known aria sung by a very famous, well-known tenor. Most best known of them all, I suppose. So it's obviously, as you'd expect, fantastic. But what I've thought about is we're going to do that tonight in this video, but I'm going to start with the prologue to the opera, which you may not have seen or heard before, and then move on to Vesti la giubba. Now, if you don't know the basic premise of Pagliacci, Pagliacci means, I believe, just clowns, basically. And of course, this is a 2-act opera. It's not very long, and it's sort of following the sort of a snapshot of time in the lives of a travelling circus clown troupe that are travelling through Italy, rural Italy, just before the turn of the 20th century. The main characters are Canio, which is Pavarotti's character, who leads the troupe. Tonio, who is one of the clowns, and this is who sings Sipu, which is the prologue, which happens before the curtains actually open. So he's basically singing to us, introducing the opera. So it's all the story. So he's saying, while you're watching and enjoying this, keep in your minds that what you're seeing are the real lives of real people, and their feelings, real feelings, So that's what we're going to start with, and then we'll move on to Vesti la giubba, which happens right at the end of the first act. So basically, very quickly, the clowns, the troupe, headed by Canio, arrive in this village, this rural village in Italy, to entertain the villagers. Obviously, before the opera started, you find out during the first act that Canio's wife, Nedda, has been carrying on with someone called Silvio. I don't think Silvio's part of the show, or is he? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what I think he is, called Silvio. Now, Canio is immensely jealous, and at one point in the first act, when the villagers are sort of joking with him about Tonio or somebody making advances towards Nedda, Canio loses his temper and basically says anyone who makes advances towards Nedda will regret it, basically. So he's a very jealous husband. It turns out that Tonio actually does have designs on Nedda. He's in love with Nedda, and in his mind, he thinks he's going to convince Nedda to sort of be his, have an affair with him, go away with him, whatever. Nedda, of course, when it comes down to it, when he does sort of profess his love for her, laughs at him. I think she scratches his face even, and he says to her that she'll regret, laughing at him, turning him down, and all that sort of stuff. And anyway, he actually soon after this, overhears Nedda and Silvio in a sort of clandestine, secret, embrace or whatever, talking about their clandestine sort of meeting. Because she's planning on leaving, basically, with Silvio, eloping. So what he does to get back at her is Tonio goes to Canio, tells him about this. Your wife's going to leave you, is cheating on you with somebody. I don't think, I'm trying to remember, you have to forgive me, I've seen this for many years. I don't think Tonio knows exactly who Silvio is, because in the second act, he doesn't tell Canio. That's right, he doesn't tell Canio. So obviously I don't think he knows exactly who it is. Because in the second act, they're playing the characters in their sort of clown drama. And in that, Nedda is playing her character. I can't remember what the character's name is now, and I've got it here somewhere. My memory is terrible these days. I'd usually use it. I could double this, but I'm going to have to sort of, what's Nedda's character's name? Basically, Nedda's character is in the play is having an affair with Harlequin. Who is he? Where are we? Nedda plays Colombina. Sorry, that's it. Anyway, so at the end of the first act, Tonio tells Canio about Ned cheating on him, basically. He goes off to fetch him. They get back. They're too late. Silvio's just gone. Canio tries to chase after him, but loses him. He then confronts Neda. Neda says, you'll tell me who he is. Basically, she refuses. But there's no more time because the performance has to start, basically. So Canio has to start making himself up for the performance, and that's when he sings Vesti the giubba, which I think means something like I have to get ready, or I have to put on my costume, or something like that. So anyway, but that's at the end. That's going to be our second reaction. So right now, and I mean right now because it's gone on for, gone on for a while now. Right now, we're going to listen to the prologue from Tonio, and this is we're going to listen to a singer who's a Mongolian singer. He won the Cardiff Singer of the World, BBC Cardiff Singer of the World, which we hold here in Wales, I think every 4 years. Back in 2015, Amartuvshin Enkhbat, I think it is. It was very, very good. Again, if I can't pronounce French properly, I've got no chance with Mongolian. So I hope I've done some justice. Sings Sipru, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
15 final. The clown Tonio and Leon Cavallo's Pagliacci first. The prologue he delivers in front of the curtain at the start of the opera, when he asks the audience to remember that what we will see are not feigned emotions, but a slice of real life. Our first finalist, Amartuvshin Enkhbat from Mongolia.
Si può, signore, signori, scusatemi se da sol mi presento, io sono il prologo, poiché scena ancor le antiche maschere mette l'autore, in parte voglio riprendere le vecchie usanze e a voi di nuovo inviami, ma non per dirvi come pria, le lacrime che noi versiam son false, degli spasimi e dei nostri martiri non allarmatevi. No, l'autore ha cercato invece fingervi uno squarcio di vita, e lia per massima solca l'artista invam, e che per gli uomini scrivere e deve, ed al vero ispiravasi. s'amano gli esseri umani, vedrete nell'odio i tristi brutti, nel dolor gli spasimi, urli di rabbia udrete e risacite. Concetto mi dissi, ora ascoltate come ne svolto. Andiamo, incominciata.
Amartuvshin Enkhbat launching this BBC Cardiff Singer of the World 2015 final.
Okay, if memory serves, he won the 2015 Cardiff Singer of the World. You can see why. Very good voice, just really well delivered. So I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Forgive my bedroom conducting, I can't help it. I can't help myself. You might be the same as me. I actually had, but I broke it because I actually had a baton, a real baton that I bought just to amuse myself during lockdown, while I was following my scores and things and listening to my operas and my sheet music and everything, and librettos. Anyway, so that's right at that's right at the beginning of Pagliacci, just before the curtains open. So now we're going to hop straight to the end of the first act, Vesti the giubba, sung by Luciano Pavarotti. This is, I think from memory, because I watched this at the time, I think this was, it was a TV, a live TV cast, around about 97, I want to say, 98, something like that. So yeah, here we go. Vesti the giubba, 3, 2, 1.
Recitar mentre preso dal delirio non so più quel che dico e quel che faccio, eppure dopo sorrezzati, sei tu forse Pagliacci. gente paga e ridere vuole queste orecchine chi ne vola colombina ridi pagliaccio e ognuno applaudirà tramota i lazzi lo spasmo e il pianto in una smore fiala singhiozzo e il dolore ridi pagliaccio sulle che t'avvelerà il cuore.
Well, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You do not, you will not get any better than that. Not only fantastic singing, not only fantastic technique, not only vast experience, not only fantastic, acting, real acting, obviously means a huge amount to the singer himself. The words, the meaning of the, as you'll find with Pavarotti. Look at his Nessun Dorma from the Three Tenors. Means a huge. The text means a huge amount to him personally, quite clearly, and and I love the staging as well. I love the staging. I love the costumes. I love the really fantastic ones. If you'd like a don't have, but if you'd like to add either via CD or via Spotify or whatever your preferred choice of streaming service might be, a copy of Pagliacci. My brain today. A copy of Pagliacci to your music collection, your Spotify, whatever playlist, iTunes, whatever. Highly recommend I think it's 1953, 1952, something like that. Very well known, very famous recording of I think it's Tullio Serafin conducting Maria Callas and Giuseppe Di Stefano. I think Tito Gobi plays Tonio, which you can get on Naxos, I think, from memory, for not very much. Probably lots of EMI originally, of course, I think. So yeah, I've looked for that. I know myself, as I've got it in my collection. You can find second-hand copies through Amazon sellers for not very much. Often Pagliacci is paired with Mascagni's Cavalleria Rusticana, which is set around about the same sort of period again. So you'll often get a sort of doubled up CD. So one will be Pagliacci, the other will be Cavalleria, and they often perform together too. Cav and Pag, they're often called performances. Again, I've got the double one, so it's both, and both are again Tullio Serafin. I think they're recorded at La Scala. I think it's 53, 52, something like that. For them both with Callas, both with Di Stefano. For not very much. So for me, there'd be a sort of go-to sort of classic recordings of them if you want to seek them out and add them to your playlists. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. So thank you for the request. Yeah, so this will probably be up tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, and please comment down below. Let me tell me what you think. Tell me if you've got any fond memories of watching either of these operas or listening to them, your favourite moments. And yes, here's to Beethoven next week. It's going to be an interesting week. I'm going to have an abundance of music to choose from, so it's going to be actually quite difficult in a way, trying to decide for sort of 5 nights and 5 days what to choose out to be. I mean, if it was just me, I'm consciously trying to do a spread, a sort of a good spread of opera and classical music, a spread of sort of periods, Baroque, classical, romantic, right up to sort of like the sort of nationalistic phase, or the Verdi sort of Puccini, opera, Wagner, all that sort of spread. Excuse me, but also a wide geographical spread from all of the major sort of composers and countries. So that's what I've consciously trying to do. If you look over the past reactions, but I mean, personally, if it was me, just me, probably most of the videos would be, because that's what I listen to mostly, is Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, and Wagner, and then quite a bit of this sort of stuff, Italian opera. So from its sort of height, its heyday, really. But so trying to widen what we're listening to and watching. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps. Please comment. Please click the little bell so you're notified of new uploads from me here. And enjoy the weekend. Ciao for now. See you next week.